Keith, good morning, skiers. We are getting ready to crank it up. We are going to have our national anthem here quickly. You're going to see the boat come out and do some simulation passes. If you are in earshot and you are skiing in the finals this morning, International Boys, we are starting with you. Carter Reese, you are our first skier. Hopefully you are warming up and getting ready. My name's Cole Cockbrunner. I'll be, unfortunately, giving you guys all the action that we have here today. You guys are going to get tired of hearing me. My voice was cracking a little bit this morning, so hopefully Todd will show up and we will keep everything rolling, making sure you guys are up to date. Skiers put on a great performance yesterday, and I'm really excited to see what the wind has in store for us today. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Perfect conditions here. A little bit of a head tail. Yesterday we dealt with a cross in both slalom and jump. So, I think everybody's going to be happy with what San Marcos is going to deliver today. We've had some excellent performances already, and I'm looking to improve upon those today. I know the skiers are as well. We've got an absolutely stacked field today. All right, spectators, judges alike, we are going to honor our nation with the national anthem. Yesterday we got into a little bit of trouble from YouTube. Big Brother was watching and said no more artists, so we are going to do something a little bit different today. So please stand, remove your ball caps. Amen. Thank you, everybody. We are going to do a simulation pass. We're going to have our forerunner skier come off the dock. Thank you, Bennett Covington, a future junior U.S. Open skier, I'm sure, with the likes of his parents and his coaching that he's receiving. But, what's pretty exciting is, I don't know if you guys can tell, you're not hearing the wind in the background. I know these skiers are smiling from ear to ear, and they are ready to put on a show for you. We're going to start with international boys. Then we're going to move to international girls. We'll then proceed to junior women. And then junior men, we've got our chief boat driver in that beautiful ProStar Mastercraft. Big thanks to all the manufacturers for being represented today. But Scott Ellis, your chief boat driver, he's been behind the wheel all weekend. You got Keith Linnemuller in the boat. We are ready, dialed to put out some big scores. You've got the likes of Nicholas Nelson, Evan Kraus in this event. So they're going to be challenging, trying to chase down, get that elusive 39 off right to bang off this morning. I know that they are capable. You should see the style on some of these young men. You know, all day long I was just amazed at the technique and the sure just strength that they had in the course, fighting through the wind. It was awesome. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2021 Junior U.S. Open, San Marcos River Ranch. Big thanks to the LOA and all the judges and officials. Drivers, we cannot do it without you. Like I said, it takes a village, and we all know that this is one of the best places, best crews out there to put on an event of this magnitude. So all the planning, it's all come to fruition now, and we had to just get to sit back and watch these amazing athletes perform today. So,
Okay, guys, we're all ready. Everything works up here.
just heard over the mic that everything is working. Like I said, there's a lot of technology that goes into making these events happen, and we're just appreciative of all the people that have donated their time and making sure that we are a go. So Carter Reese is going to come off the dock first here this morning. He's going to break the ice, it looks like. We're not going to go with a forerunner. We're just going to do a simulation pass. Mr. Todd Leach has joined me in the booth to call the action, bring all the action to you. Hopefully, I haven't looked at the webcast, but I'm hoping we've got people from all over the world that are tuning in to watch the likes of the best juniors in the world.
There were definitely hundreds on the webcast yesterday for the prelims, checking it out, trying to see what's going to happen. As mentioned, we knew on the surface of the water, it is definitely slalom capable.
All right, Carter Reese on the water. He's in his opening pass. I would guess he's either at 16 or 14 meters here. wait for the judges. Apologize. All right, Mr. Carter Reese clears all 6 at 14 meters or 28 off. Todd, that's impressive to start the day out like that. I'm thinking he's setting the stage.
I tell you, coming out big, coming out strong, and coming out smooth and in control. Carter definitely setting the bar high. And, you know, I don't know how many cups of coffee he had to get ready for that.
Definitely Starbucks.
Yes.
Definitely Starbucks. Now, if there's somebody out there listening and wanted to bring me a coffee, I wouldn't be upset. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to. It just might be nice. But on any account, I might say some nice things about you as well. Don't have a bio on Carter, Todd, but he's coming back in at 32 off, 36 miles an hour. Look at the extension there at 2 ball. Just moving through the course.
I tell you, he is using all of his body to make sure he has an efficient path through that course, just calm and balanced on his ski all the way through. On the 4-6 side, just picture perfect.
You know, what's interesting, Todd, is when you watch these young men that have such excellent technique, they're not as strong as some of these guys that are banging through these passes. You know, and to me, it just says how much technique can really help. You look at some of these young girls that 100 pounds soaking wet and just smoking through 35. I mean, it's incredible to watch when you use the structural integrity of your body versus just sheer muscle. That boat is going to win every time. It's definitely stronger than any skier out there. And, you know, Carter Reese is really looking the goods this morning.
That's right, coming back in at that 35 off line length. And they say that slalom is a muscle tone sport, not necessarily a muscle strength. Obviously, strength eventually a factor at the extreme levels of the sport. Big turn there at 3. A little hop at the end of the turn, but he's still in it. Oh, and at 5, just not able to hang on to that.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been pear-shaped there at 3 ball. Got pulled out there and fought for 4 and even over to 5, but just couldn't get through the remainder of the pass. So looks like 4.5 is going to be the bar for these young international boys to chase, and we are going international here. We're coming all the way to you from Mexico here.
Yes, and as you were saying earlier, I have seen some extremely strong gentlemen trying to master the course, and they always seem to wear themselves out trying to muscle their way through it, when if you use your skeletal structure to take those forces, use that muscle tone, and apply that technique that we're seeing today, it actually becomes quite effortless looking.
It does. You know, like I said, we're coming all the way to you from Mexico. Mateo Chico next off the dock. It's just incredible. Some people just make it look slow, too. You know, 58 kilometers an hour or 36 miles per hour. Honestly, it's amazing when you accelerate and decelerate in the right spot what it looks like, and getting to watch the talents that we're so fortunate to watch daily.
Well, they say fast in the right direction is slow. And definitely these skiers making space before the buoy gives them time to really slow down, ensure a clean entry into that turn, hit their apex right where they want to, finish that turn, and rinse and repeat.
That's it. So Mateo Chico coming in 16 meters, 58 kilometers an hour behind that beautiful Mastercraft Pro Star. I believe that's the 2021, so these young athletes are getting the best of the best out here. We've got all three manufacturers represented, Malibu, Mastercraft, and Ski Nautique, of course. Got to watch Mateo practice a bit on Friday, and he is a slalom specialist for sure. Looks the goods out there, has the hair to match. A little Freddie Winter, if you will.
You know, I was thinking exactly that. That's what it was reminding me of, that long locks that Freddie sported not too long ago.
That's right, he's cut his hair.
That's right,
I think
clean.
there must be a lady involved in that because there's no way that he would cut his hair for any other reason.
Yeah, that's usually what happens, you know, as David Lee Roth said, bobbed his hair, right? But that's all speculation. You know, it could have been aerodynamics.
That's true. There was quite a bit of hair up there, so I agree. You know, you never know. On any count, Freddie, I'm sure he's probably somewhere in the world in a boat, and we hope he's tuning in. So we sure appreciate everything he does for the sport. It's been fun to watch him really dominate as of late, and looking forward to seeing what he can do the rest of the remainder of the year. I know Nationals, U.S. Nationals in Wilmington, Illinois, is going to be hosting the U.S. Open. So the big boys, if you will. You know, this is our junior U.S. Open, the future of our sport. A lot of these skiers, I'm sure, will be there as well. But we're going to get to see the likes of Freddie, hopefully, in Wilmington, Illinois, early August. So Mateo coming back in, 28 off the line. Just as smooth as you'd like, making it look easy, casting the ski out nice and wide around 6 ball. Easy as you'd like.
And just extreme patience, finishing those turns nice and calmly, waiting for the line to get tight and load. And I say tight because I don't know that it actually had any real slack, just a slight release from the boat, just what you want during that extension. That ski coming around smoothly all the way underneath the handle, and he is ready to rock to the next buoy. He had a head breeze. I don't even think this would qualify as a breeze almost. We've got some beautiful conditions, just a little texture on the water. Lets that ski kind of give you a little sensation of your speed. I've actually become a fan of the slight texture of the water as opposed to the pure glass. Ski gets so connected in those glass conditions, and it does actually ski a little more, how would I say it, just a little stickier on that glass water. So we've got a little bit of a breeze just to break things up here today, but awesome conditions.
Yeah, you just see a bit of a flutter in that radar flag there, so appreciate Radar having a presence here at the Junior U.S. Open. But right now, Mateo on that beautiful D3 Energy coming back in 13 meters. Look at that connection out of 1. You are right. There's just no movement in that rope. Just stroking this 13 out the exit gates, and we have a successful pass. We'll be coming in to challenge our leader, 4 1/2 at 35 off for Mr. Carter Reese at the moment. But if Mateo has anything to say about that, he's going to shake that up a bit. And if he doesn't, we know the next skier on the dock surely has the goods to do that. Mr. Nicholas Nelson. going to write a strongly worded email to the organizer of Westham's. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, Todd, but it's like font 6.
Or 5. It's small. Our running order is quite efficient in the use of ink.
That's right. They don't want to. That's right. They're going to keep it. All right, but here we are, 12 meters. Mateo, round 1, a little bit slow, but waiting on 2 ball. Snapping the ski around at 3. Oh, boy, we're wheeling at 4. Can he stay in it? Oh, shoot. Well, did he get back to the boat, guys? We will see. We're going to let the judges call it. All right, so we're having some judges' discrepancies in the score. Right now we are waiting to hear, but we potentially have a new leader here. It was looking the goods, man. I thought we were in it. I thought we were already on the violet loop, but unfortunately just reared up at 4 ball. Waiting to get confirmation here. You know, for me, I would just ask Mateo, what did he get? But we're going to go to the technology and have a review, Todd, because we want to make sure that these skiers get every quarter or half buoy that they deserve.
All right, Mateo, though, keeping in the pass to the bitter end till he knew he had nothing more to get. Making that turn around 5 ball in his mind, doing his S-turn, getting back to the gates. You know, it's up to the judges to figure out where that ski was. And with these, you know, these bubble buoys, sometimes you really don't have a good sense at how much you grazed it, where it was. You know, old school, if you tag that buoy and you're not quite stacked, it could be quite a tumble.
That's right. You were going for a ride. For 14 meters here. Opening pass has a PB of 5.5 at 38 off, so definitely capable of challenging our leaderboard. Now, I think that was at 34 miles an hour, but nonetheless, when you watch this big, strong young lad have a rip, you know that he'll be able to handle the 36 mile an hour without a problem. All right, so they did confirm all 6 there for his opener, returning at 13 meters. And we do have a new leader, Mateo, 5 buoys at 35 off. So congratulations to him. He is now the leader of our pack in this International Boys Division. So Nicholas on a D3 Ion. So we've seen the NRG represented already in this division, and now the Ion. So both D3 products here on display, showing the talents. Obviously, these skiers have the option to choose whichever ski they prefer, and it's always quite the process of dialing in a ski, especially if you are a slalom specialist and understand what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish with the fin and the setup here, binding placement, the micro tuners now, or the micro adjustments. It's just unbelievable. But right now, Nicholas on the water, making this 13 look easy.
Easy might be
look forward to seeing what the day holds. But right now, we are seeing a excellent slalom skier that is on the leading pass right now, 12 meters, 35 off. Just so connected out of the back of the buoy, ready to take the load from the boat. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that. Pretty darn easy 35 off pass there for Nicholas.
And again, those conditions today, just absolutely gorgeous. Our barely breeze trying to find its way. It is moving around a little bit to its prevailing direction, that south direction. That puts it into a prevailing cross breeze. And again, I mentioned the excellent wind protection from that middle berm keeps the water just absolutely smooth for these skiers. Should have amazing performances throughout this morning. And the other unofficial source of scores here today, the waterskiresults.com. Live scoring is up and running this morning. So if you need to check on scores or catch up, waterskiresults.com. 2021 U.S. Junior Open here at San Marcos River Ranch.
Or just fact check us, because we do make mistakes from time to time. I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken. It's kind of one of those things, you know. Just ask Aaron. I've never made a mistake. But here we are on 38 off pass. Look at that one ball here. We've got space at 2. Oh, no.
Oh, that was at the far end of the lake. Hard to see what exactly happened. Might have been a missed handle grab. I'm not sure, but that one ball looked like he was in it to win it.
Unfortunate. You hear the grunts and groans on the dock. Well, he set the pace, though, so, you know, we know where it needs to be. Evan's going to come off the dock here. He is a Canadian, does quite a bit of skiing. Saw his brother set the pace for the junior men's division, so it's a family affair out here. These two would be nice to see. I'm sure the parents are thinking, well, it'd be great to have a clean sweep in the international boys and the junior men's event. So Big Brother has passed the torch, obviously, and we are going to see Mr. Evan Kraus come out at 14 meters or 28 off. All right, Mr. Evan Kraus making light work of that opening pass, 28 off. I see the girls stirring on the dock here. So we are getting to the pointed end. This is your top seed in the International Boys Division. He is chasing 1.5 at 11 or 38 off. Looked like Nicholas left a little bit out there, so we may have opened the door a bit for Evan, but, you know, there's no gimmies here. He's still got to get through the 12-meter line and have a darn good start.
We talked about that muscle tone and that technique, and that'll definitely take you through your most beautiful passes. But every now and then it gets real out there, and you've got to rely on a little bit of been there, done that, and a little bit of strength to salvage those passes. And so slalom, it is an exciting sport. Things happen fast, and you got to be ready to react. Obviously, it's not the desired way to get through the course. We mentioned Freddie Winter earlier, and if anyone knows how to react and turn it up to 11 in the moment and scrap something out and make something happen. He's definitely got that skill. Maybe he has practiced it a little too much at times.
Yeah, I'm not sure here, but we've got Evan at 13 meters. Coming to the course, the wind is all but died down. Nice and early, accelerating out of the back of the buoy, staying connected, nice tight line. Around 4 ball and over to 5. Waiting on 5 ball. And two-handing his 6 ball, a little Griff Stangy action out there. Gotta love a little showmanship. You know, I don't know if it was Mike Tyson or George Foreman, but one of them said everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right? And that's the slalom skiing mentality. It's, you know, you go out there, you want to do all these things, you want to counter-rotate, you want to do this nonsense, and the reality is that when that boat punches you in the mouth, Todd, it gets real quickly, like you stated. So we haven't seen much of that this morning, but these skiers are just too good, it seems like.
Yeah, I definitely prefer not to see any punches this morning. They make for exciting viewing, but I'd rather see these young men and women at their top performance. As I said yesterday, it would be awesome to see a tournament full of personal bests and let the best personal best win.
All right, 12-meter line here, 35 off. Evan Kraus wants to set the tone for his big brother, who is also top seed in our junior men's division. He's around 1 ball. That was a nice, tight line out of 1. Big 3 ball. Over to 6, and I'm going to let the judges do their job, but it looks to me like a full 6.
Yeah, he just had a little bit of hesitation on the boat picking him up out of 2. Maybe that was that graze of that punch you mentioned. He dodged it eloquently with a big turn at 3, put him back in his early state, managed that pass all the way through the end. Here we are now, 38 off coming up.
We are on the leader pass here. Nicholas Nelson leading the pack, 1.5 at 38 off. Setting the stage, he turns around to watch intently, it looks like, as he walks back down the bank. As the suspense builds, you could hear a pin drop in the arena that is all of water skiing right now. Got a 50-second wait time down there, so as they wait for all of the waves to dissipate, Evan Kraus, your top seed, needs to get all of 2 ball here, pulling out wide on that Mastercraft Pro Star. We've got 1. We've got 2, and he's not done. He'll take 3 buoys at 11 meters, and your Junior U.S. Open champion, Mr. Evan Kraus. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Let him know that you appreciate his efforts this morning.
And that was a solid performance. He got that 1 ball he needed to set him up to ensure, too.
Way to go, Evan. Congratulations. You are our Junior U.S. Open International Boys champion. Congratulations to all the competitors. And we are going to move very quickly into our International Girls Division.
Wanted it, and I wanted to go a little bit farther, but I'll take it.
Of course. Well, it's hard when you're out there and you know the score that you need. Being the top seed obviously has a big advantage for you. So you knew that you just needed to get all of two ball to make sure that you took home the championship. But is that a pass that you've been running lately?
Yeah, in practice a little bit, but I tend to choke a little bit.
No, there's no choking here because you are our Junior U.S. Open champion. So congratulations to you, and you set the stage. You know, your brother, is it Big Brother?
Yeah.
He's our top seed in the men's division. So we're going to see if you guys can do the clean sweep. So congratulations to you, and we'll be excited to watch you in the future.
Thank you very much.
Great job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting that TXI dialed in. Just wanting to make sure Scott knows where the boat needs to be and get our international girls competition underway here shortly.
Division.
Yeah, we've got the likes of Kendra Nathan, Alexis Mishler, Dominga Gonzalez, and Elena Jones to round out our field. Our four competitors today vying for that crown, the title of Junior U.S. Open champion in the slalom division. All right, Todd, here we go. International Girls Division. Kendra Nathan, 34 miles an hour, 22 off. She is out of Canyon Lakes, California. She is your 2018 Girls 2 National Champion in slalom, jump, and overall. Look at the width here. Obviously her opening pass, but love to see the skiers skiing wide and early, tight line. Easy first pass.
Easy first pass, but not exactly tiptoeing through it, showing the aggression that she has in the tank when the line gets short. I tell you, I'm always impressed with these overall skiers. I mean, to have the tenacity to get to this level, training for one sport division, takes quite a bit of time on the water. I mean, I imagine the number of sets are measured not in the hundreds but the thousands per year for a skier at this level.
You can say that again, yeah, and especially as a young athlete, it just takes that extra bit of push to get over the top there. And you just saw that. I mean, she obviously yesterday was putting a score into the 12-meter line. I believe it was 2. I'm looking right now to see exactly what that was. 1.5. I'm sorry, 1/2 at 35. So definitely capable of running a few more passes here and setting a score. First off the dock doesn't mean much anymore at this level. They can set the score and set the pace of the whole field. So
she's coming back in. This is 28 off, her second pass down the lake.
Kendra Nathan, one of our younger competitors in the field today, and 20.
Tremendous amount of some benefit from that crossover across these events. There are things that translate across that help you, I believe, in each of the 3 events.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly. You know, you look at tricks and the amount of core strength and just sheer balance of what it takes. I mean, that's inevitably what we're all trying to do, is find the center of each and every one of our skis in each sport discipline here, to make sure that we're maximizing what that ski is designed to do. And Kendra obviously has done that, and we are excited to see her take to the water here for her 32 off pass. Gonna need all 6 here, pulling out wide on that Malibu TXI.
As she rounds 3-ball here, that wind slightly moved around to that cross prevailing wind that we talked about, blowing from the 246 side in this direction. Obviously not a factor in that pass.
So here we are, first girl in the International Girls Division, and she is on the same pass that we ended on yesterday. So she got it 1/2 at 35 yesterday. She is trying to improve upon that, and surely with the way that she is competing this morning, I think that she is more than capable.
Yeah, I have to believe that yesterday that was an unexpected early end to her tournament set. We're looking for a lot more this morning. I know she's looking for a lot more this morning, trying to, just as in the boys division, set that initial bar as high as possible, challenge everyone to leap with all their might to overtake her score.
Yeah, and she does have a PB of 3.5 at this line length here. So I'm assuming that she's capable of running it. If she's turning 4-ball, wouldn't it be great to see our first one, our girl off the dock, get into the violet loop? But right now, we got to focus one buoy at a time. 35 off. Kendra Nathan, big 1-ball. And can she hang on to that snap of the rope? Looks like she has, and she has set the pace. 1 buoy off the top seed here. 2 buoys at 35 off. Miss Kendra Nathan out of Canyon Lakes, California. Put your hands together of the young talent of Kendra Nathan. The next skier on the water is Alexis Mishler. She is a fellow Midwest skier. As sweet as the day is long, she is out of Indiana. Don't know what's in the water. Know she gets coached by Mr. Nate Smith frequently. Cale Burdick has been a big influence, and obviously mom and dad toting her around the country. We are at 32 miles an hour, 28 off. So a bit of strategy here. She's got rid of the 16-meter line length, opted to start with a lower speed and the 14-meter line length. So very nicely executed opening pass. So we will pump that boat up to 34 miles an hour and bring the young talent Alexis Mishler back into the course.
You know, I've heard of skiers dropping some of those longer line lengths once they get into the short line. Your visuals, your sight lines, your gate shots all adjust as the rope gets shorter. And definitely think that once you get into 32, 35, 38 off, it is a totally different ball game. Alexis, again, starting at that 28 off line length, coming back down again at that line, this time at the 34 mile an hour speed.
Alexis, a tall, strong athlete, making that 14-meter pass look easy, waiting. Nate Smith's got Tynan. I know that she is dedicated and committed to making sure. I see pictures of her out in the winter in Indiana, dry suited up and putting in the hard yards, if you will. that is something you cannot teach. You know, somebody that has that dedication to their craft, and Alexis obviously does have that. Coming in 32 off.
All right, Alexis, around 4. Big turn at 5, and that was not the turn she wanted. Took a little more angle there. I think that actually happened. Little hesitation out of 2-ball. Didn't have the finish that she wanted. Put her a little down course coming into 3, making her work for it, and it just caught up with her rounding that 5-ball.
Yeah, that's bad luck for Alexis. I know that she's very capable, obviously, of PB, 3 at 35 off, so could have challenged the leader. So you hate to see that, but, you know, that is the sport we play. It's just part of it. You know, there's a lot of learning experiences that she can take away from this big stage and getting to ski with some of the big guns here. Dominga Gonzalez coming up next, and obviously Elena Jones. So it's just a great experience to make it into the finals and get to do that with your parents here, and the camaraderie between all of the kids. It's been really fun to see, and we had an unbelievable night last night at the banquet. We had Cullen Parker and his sister put on a show for us. Miss Caroline, you know, got up on that base. Pretty incredible, really.
Yeah, they Southern Angels is an appropriate name. I tell you, angelic voices, good fun, Southern rock, and a little bit of everything else, and quite a bit of talent. Both of them have been musicians, gosh, probably their entire life, and you can see the joy in their faces when they perform.
They sure do. They have a fun time up there, and, you know, I got to be honest, it's definitely the best entertainment we've ever had at a that has come before them. It was very apparent that they are professional musicians, and they're going to make some waves and local to San Marcos. So it's pretty great to have that kind of talent in water skiing. And not only are they great skiers, they're unbelievable musicians. So had a great night last night. Kids enjoyed it. There was dancing and food, and just part of the experience here at the Junior U.S. Open. Right now we've got Dominga Gonzalez on the water. I believe they said 22 off.
Once again, a textbook pass off the dock here. I love how she keeps her head upright and balanced around those turns. Allows her to come out already stacked and ready to receive the boat. Just a beautiful execution right there.
Yeah, that balance and stillness in her chest, you can see. Obviously, no surprise, she has a personal best at 1 at 11.25. Does quite a bit of skiing at the greats at Corey Pico's ski school. Pico Ski School, I should say. Now Adam is taking the reins. Adam and Caitlin doing a great job there. They're going to be hosting the Under-17 and Under-21 World Championships. So we are excited to be going to beautiful Santa Rosa Beach. And obviously, Dominga, no stranger to those sites. So be sure to watch for her talent this coming August. She holds the under-14 slalom Pan Am record. She's also the U17 national champion. But right now, she has to take down this title, or at least set the bar, coming back 14 meters. Dominga Gonzalez around 1 ball. mean, it doesn't get much better than that. If you are a student of the sport, you just got a clinic right there. I am excited to see the next couple passes as we get shorter here. She is surely going to be challenging our leader, 2 at 12 meters for Miss Kendra Nathan.
Yeah, anybody wanting to study the art of slalom needs to save this webcast link, come back to this spot, because that is exactly how it should be done.
You know, it's amazing when you do get an opportunity to stop and relish in the talents that we're getting to see, but when somebody just, it all comes together and the stars align and they have those beautiful passes like that one, you know to get the camera ready, because we are looking at some big scores. And Miss Dominga is on the water right now. She is coming back in at 13 meters. Little reared up there at 3 ball. She's going to have to hustle here. But this is where the technique comes into play. Not a problem for Dominga. She is out the exit gates and returning on our lead pass here.
And these conditions, I tell you, this morning are just beautiful. Again, we have that cross breeze with our wind protection down the center berm, keeping the water nice. Just a little texture right there. Not really significant enough to impact these skiers at this level. They're amazing. But you know they factor in every single variable. They're considering that. They're considering when and how they adjust their gate shot, their pull out, when those edge changes, how patient they are with their release of the handle. Here she comes back.
The score to beat is 2. She has a good 1 ball. Nice 2 ball. And we're going to leave it to the judges, but if she got around 3, she is going to be challenging our leader here, Kendra Nathan. So there might have been a bit of trickery out there. Looks like and we have a knot up at 2 buoys. Couldn't see from here, but it looks like she did not, in fact, get around 3 ball. So we are in a runoff situation. So Kendra, make sure that you get your gear ready. So unfortunate for Dominga, it looked like she might have set the bar at 3, but did not actually get over there. So we're going to move to your top seed, Elena Jones, coming off the dock. She knows what she needs to do. She knows what the score is to beat. We've got Kendra Nathan and Dominga stacked up at 2 buoys at the 12-meter line length. Speaking of musicians, this young lady is very involved with her church choir and youth choir. So we're looking at the review here.
Meanwhile, Elena out there on that opening pass, rounding 5 ball, coming into 6, showing us her perfect form. Yes, reviewing Dominguez's pass, she was on top of that 3 ball.
It was so close.
It was
Todd.
so close.
So tough. I mean, I'm glad that I'm not making these decisions, but yeah, it looked like she was there. I wonder if I wonder what was going through her mind there. I mean, we're gonna see what happens anyways with Elena on the water. She may it may be a moot point, but nonetheless, it was very, very close, and I'm glad I'm not making that decision.
Once again, just goes to show the quality of the judges here at this event today. Absolutely ensuring that these competitors get the top quality, the top attention, making sure that this competition is as exciting as it can be.
Elena stretching out around 2 ball. Very, very wide and early at 3. What a beautiful pass. These women are putting on, our girls are putting on an unbelievable clinic right now. So if you've got young, aspiring athletes at home and you're watching on the webcast, enjoy those reviews. I just got a chance to watch a couple of them, and my goodness, doesn't do it justice from this far away. Big thanks to Kelvin for the webcast and what he's doing, constantly bringing you the action all over the world. And
I know our fans really appreciate the opportunity to participate in these events, no matter where they are, all over the world, all over the nation. And if you've never been on site when a webcast is underway, you haven't really understood the amount of equipment, the amount of effort, the amount of wire strung all over the site to ensure a solid signal. So thanks again to Kelvin for all he does.
all right, Elena coming in, 13 meters. Nice start out of 1. Around 4 ball. I'm a little bit late here at 5, but I don't think it'll be an issue for Elena. And it is not out the exit gates. She has set the scene. The drama is unfolding right here in the International Girls Division. She knows what she needs. She needs a piece of 3 ball to be crowned your 2021 Junior U.S. Open Slalom champion.
Just a quick announcement for our competitors, families, coaches on site. We will be doing event awards on the bridge at the conclusion of jump. So please make your plans to be around on the bridge at the conclusion of jump for awards.
One other short announcement while we wait. Actually, we're going to wait till after this pass. We're going to crown our 2021 Junior U.S. Open International Girls champion here. One way or the other. Will it be Elena, or are we going into a runoff? Need a good 1 ball here. Big 1. She's around 2. Looking good. She's around 3. She wants more. Look at this. Come on, Elena. Stay in it. You've got it. And she's just inside 6-ball, but throws the fist. She is your 2021 Junior U.S. Open International Girls Slalom Champion. Putting it together. Absolutely incredible. Put your hands together for Miss Elena Jones.
What a tremendous pass right there. Not satisfied with the win, trying to get all 6. And a wave to the crowd as she passes just inside of 6-ball. I'm hearing from the judges there will be a runoff for that second place. But Elena swimming in after that successful championship performance. We're going to see if we can get some words from her here on the dot cam. So, Kelvin, if you can get it switched over, that'd be great.
All right, I am here with Elena, your 2021 Junior U.S. Open Slalom Champion. How was it out there? You just put on a clinic.
It was great, really great. Felt really good. The water was nice. We really enjoyed it.
Well, I'm sure there is a small army behind you to get you to the top of your game. So is there anybody that you want to thank?
Absolutely, my family, my mom, my dad, Jamie Bull especially. She's helped me a lot throughout the season.
Well, you've got a good support group, and Jamie Bull, I'm sure, is smiling. Congratulations to you both, and enjoy the win.
Thank you.
All right, so I believe I may have misspoke. It looks like we're going to use preliminary scores to settle any ties at finals.
All right, so our international boys and girls putting on a show for us. We are excited to crown our champions. I know you'll see Trent running around here, this jockeying boats around. There's plenty of work to do. He is a slalom guru, and if we could get him to come to the booth at some point, we'd love to do an interview with him. Right now, we've got Lyman and Gary Weidman in the boat. They are going to get that Pro Star dialed in for our junior women event here. See Kate White warming up on the dock. She was in that runoff yesterday for the 4th spot. Earned herself a chance to take out the title. Like I said, you know, it doesn't matter what seed you are in this field. You have an opportunity to set the pace, and with the talents in this field, it's anyone's game today. All right, we've got our boat dialed in. We've got our tech working. We've got our first competitor coming off the dock. It is none other than Miss Kate White, the Southern Belle from Alabama. Believe she is a senior, will be taking the collegiate scene by storm next year. Understand she is a very avid whitewater rafter. Maybe not as avid as I've let on, but Kate White, 14 meters, 55 kilometers per hour. And look at the conditions. The wind is down to about 3 miles an hour, just fluttering that radar flag in front of us here. All right, a little bit behind here on this 28 off pass, but looks like she handles herself, stay composed, patient around 5 ball, and gets over to 6, not a problem. So wasting no time today, we are already into our women's division. Just looking at the field here, we've got Kelly Breeden getting ready on the dock, Miss Sage Popbecker, and of course, Brooke Baldwin, your top seed, has numerous junior U.S. Open titles to her name and put a score out there yesterday, 2 at 39 off. So these skiers before her have quite a bit of work to do to put a little bit of pressure on Miss Brooke Baldwin. All right, Kate about halfway through her pass, around 4 ball here, working long to 5, over to 6. And out the exit gates. She is a Conley skier. She has that slalom build. Tall, lean, strong young lady. Making that 32 off pass look very easy. So I will make a quick announcement. We do have some shirts up where we had our banquet last night. I know there's been some people asking if they could rep this unbelievable event. Well, you can do that. Shirts are on sale now at Chip and Jackie's house. Well, we've shortened Kate up to 12 meters or 35 off. The radar flag in front of the announcer's booth has all but stopped doing anything. We have a perfect condition here to get Kate through this pass. I know she's capable of it. She's going to set the pace for our junior women's event here. Needs a good 1 ball. That she has. She's in the pass here. Needs a big 3. Around 4. She going to stay with it? Long over to 6, and I'm going to let the judges call it in. It looks like I'm hearing 6s. How about that? We've got our first skier in the junior women's event, Kate White, making her way into that violet line, 38 off. setting the stage. You know, I think that what that tells the competitors to come behind her is that the conditions are prime for big scores.
That they are right now. Just a shimmer on the water. This is just absolutely beautiful water today. Exactly what we wanted for our final slalom events. You know, just looking back at that pass we just had, talk about patience, tenacity, staying on that line just a little longer into each buoy, ensuring that connection, ensuring just enough width, and not letting the fact that she was just a tad bit down course get into her head. Managed it with poise and professionalism that you would expect at this level of skiing, of course.
Yeah, I agree. You know, navigating all 6 buoys at that 12-meter line. She's coming back in at 11 meters right now. I don't know where her PB is, but we are in PB territory. And unfortunately, it looks like she let go there. We'll see what the judges call. I'm going to call half from here. Looks like the judges agree with me. We have 1/2 at 11.25 meters for Kate White. I was fortunate enough to get to watch Kelly practice on Friday. She's playing around with the letters and does a lot of skiing with Mr. Lucky Lowe, so obviously years of experience, and love to see the tradition carrying on there at the Lowe Ski School. Kind of tells you the kind of grit that this young lady would have if she's able to train with Mr. Lucky Lowe. He's a no frills, no messing around kind of guy. Kelly Breeden coming in orange, 22 off. Very smart young lady, biochemist, studying at Florida Southern. Getting to the nitty-gritty of her college career. Talking career plans and where she's going to end up in the country. Well, it's sure that wherever she ends up, it will nearly be close to, or it should be, I would say, close to a slalom lake, because she absolutely loves to slalom ski.
And judging by that opening pass, she has got her love aligned with her God-given talent. I mean, just amazing technique out there. You know, for all the people out there that are still trying to study, perfect their own personal skiing skill, watching these young competitors is nothing but inspiring. And once again, that radar flag has become completely still. Not even a breeze to move it around. That boat underway on the far side of the lake coming back towards us. This is 28 off. Kelly still in what I would expect to be her warm-up passes here. Just getting a feel for this morning's water conditions. Absolutely picture perfect on that return trip down the lake.
right, Kelly Breeden coming back in, 32 off. Love the way that she has that handle control over at 135. It just, she flips that handle over. Maybe it's at, I'm sorry, it's at her 246 side. Keeps that handle moving with her left and right. And we have a completed 13-meter pass for Kelly. Not that there was ever any doubt there. Love to see the youngster out on the water just to the left of us here, Todd. Can't be more than 2 years old. I would say a future junior U.S. Open competitor for sure.
Absolutely, and already doing the deep water start on the ski skimmer. And I'm telling you, that's a technique and skill that many never actually get a chance to accomplish. I don't think I've actually seen a deep water start on a ski skimmer yet. Usually they're gently nudged off the platform. But that was impressive.
She's cutting back and forth, or he, I can't tell from here, but just absolutely love to see the youth embracing our sport. And, you know, if you called San Marcos River Ranch home, it'd be hard not to fall in love with the sport. So
All right, coming back down the lake. Kelly, this is 35 off on the blue loop. Picture perfect thus far.
needs all 6 here to challenge our leader, Kate White. It's a big 2-ball there. Kelly's a big, strong skier. And we're pulled up out of 4-ball. No. She won't be happy with that. Unfortunately, not sure what happened out there. We'll have to go to the replay. But Kelly Breeden coming in. Not her day today, but still putting it all out there for us, and we appreciate her. Put your hands together. Kelly Breeden.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a little bit of tip rise out of 3 buoy. Put her on her heels approaching 4, and at the finish of the turn just couldn't get back on the front of the ski.
You know, but what I love to see is Kelly coming out with a big smile on her face, thanking her boat crew. And that is just a class act right there. So congratulations, Kelly. You have made the finals here at the Junior U.S. Open, and I'm sure it will not be the last time we see you on the big stage. Wasting no time getting our next skier on the water. She is none other than Sage Popbecker from Morris, Connecticut. Sage is the newest member of the HO team. She's been working with that whole crew, Mr. Travers, Jamie Bull, Chris Travers. I'm sure JT is watching his new protege. Jamie, it sounds like, has an influence on many of our top slalom skiers, as she would. She's had a big start to the season here in this 2021 season. Unbelievable performances at the Masters and then again at Lake 38. So Sage makes light work of that 14-meter pass, coming back in at 13 meters. This little guy doesn't even sink into the water when the boat stops.
He's already doing set downs. You gotta love that. Once again, we talk about the future of the sport, and there it is right there on the other lake. From the very beginnings to the top level of this competition right here on the water.
Yeah, and as we get Sage back up on the water, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention her jump capabilities. Being from the Northeast up there, you know that Quinn Haynes and Hutch and Tom, they all have a hand in making this young lady an exquisite jumper. Malibu champion, fourth in jump at the Masters, fourth in slalom, and that's what you're watching her do right now.
Destroyed is an excellent word to describe that pass.
Looks like she's going to be pursuing a career as a Cajun at ULL next year. She's an old farm skier at the pond up there. Lots of skiing with the Hinman family, the Keller family. Obviously, spending time at the Travers. Tell you what, I'm thinking about switching my ski to an HO just so I can walk down and to the dock with JT. I mean, talk about mean mugging somebody. That's some. You got to bring your step correct to the HO team. Sage Popegger, 12 meters, around one ball. Looking the goods at 2. Big 3 ball. Come on, Sage. A little bit narrow at 5, but she is working through the pass out the exit gates, and we have our next skier into the 11-meter line. Obviously dialing in that HO Syndicate Pro. Coming back 38 off. She is going to need all of this pass to give Brooke a bit of a heart flutter. I don't know if that's possible. Miss Baldwin doesn't seem to get excited about much.
Well, that
Ice
pass,
water in the veins, Todd.
absolutely. That pass, exciting nonetheless. A little bit of tail rise coming around 4 ball, but didn't let Sage get stirred by that much at all. And I hear that boat underway at the far end of the lake. 38 off. Looking for some deep scores here.
The score to beat right now is half at 11.25. I'm sure Sage wants more than that. Oh, boy. Gets a little deep at 1 ball. It is enough to take the lead, but I am certain that she wanted more there.
Yeah, that's just disappointing. After watching that 35 off pass, we know she's capable to go deep in this 38 off.
Great job out there, Sage. Newest HO skier. Obviously, you're going to be seeing her for years to come. She has set the bar for Miss Brooke Baldwin. This young lady always has a smile on her face, always willing to put her hand up and help out. We have been graced with her presence in the Midwest as of late. She's an Alabama skier. We saw her take out the top seed in all 3 events yesterday. Obviously, a 3-event phenom. She's on that D3 energy. So we go from an HO skier right to a D3 skier. She is a team skier. Had 2 at 39 off yesterday. See if, and the conditions were tough yesterday, Todd. So one would think that, she's going to be able to improve upon that yet again.
For certain, these conditions exponentially better today. Competitors enjoying this water for sure. I will say, though, when the weather gets rough, the real athletes show up. And you can see that in the performances yesterday. We did have a bit of a wind, a little crosswind, challenging our skiers. But with this elite pack that we have at this event, amazing scores despite a little chop on the water.
All right, Brooke made light work of that 28 off. She's going to be coming in 32. I was wrong there. That was her 32 off pass going down, coming back in blue, 35, wasting no time here today. All right, blue, 35, Todd. Backsiding 6 ball.
Really exciting to see all the skill out here today and different technique. She comes off that leaning edge into her inside edge, rides it out before she even begins that reach. You can almost see a little bit of that double radius approach on her 246 side. But I tell you, just backsiding 6 ball, that was something.
Yeah, I think that's a product of a lot of starts at 38, 39, even 41 for this young athlete. And she's been a name that took the pro scene by storm. I'm trying to figure out kind of where she's going to focus her talents. Still obviously a very capable 3-eventer, and I know college has been a great format for her to enjoy the sport, grow the sport. There's no better format than collegiate water skiing, and she's obviously embraced that. The team at Alabama, I'm sure, is watching on the bank somewhere close. 38 off, needs all of 1 ball. As suspected, I did not think it would be a problem. She is working her way down the course at 38 off. Oh my goodness. Unprecedented fall there at 4 ball.
That's right. That score 3.5 there at 38. We were hoping to see a piece of 39 this morning with these awesome conditions, just not in the cards, unfortunately.
All right. Well, we have crowned our 2021 Junior U.S. Open Women's Division champion in Brooke Baldwin. Congratulations to her. Just another notch in her belt for all of her titles. I'd say her trophy room is filling up, Todd.
Yeah, they might need to add another shelf along the wall.
I'd say another house, probably. Semi-truck.
Brooke's going to take the Walk of Fame back down the center berm. And as she approaches us, we'll see if we can snag her for a little discussion, get her thoughts on that performance.
Absolutely.
But meanwhile, getting ready for our junior men's division, we're going to get our boat crew set up in this boat. Looks like we're switching into the beautiful Nautique. Again, all three major boat manufacturers represented here today. I'm sure they'll take their simulation pass down the lake and back, and then we'll jump right into this competition.
That's right, Todd. We got to move over some tech, and we'll take our sim pass, and we'll get right into the action with Mr. Griffin Stange. He is always a showman on the water. Looks like a bit of a lioness out there with that mane flowing. Notice lioness, not lion, sir. Knight, Griffin Stange. Always fun to watch him. He definitely has fun on the water. We mentioned it yesterday, Todd. You know, that's a typical saying before somebody goes out and skis, hey, have fun out there. And he took that to heart because I don't think I've ever seen him not have a good time with a ski strap to his feet, whatever event it is.
Yeah, no matter how intense the competition is, he's got a smile on his face. Every time he's sitting down between passes, before on the dock, he's usually cutting up, sharing his insight and wisdom with the boat crew.
And wisdom it is, that's for sure.
And you know, just as we've mentioned with these competitors, you know, they definitely have a tremendous character about them, not just in their ability to compete, but as human beings in this sport. Griffin, yesterday I observed him having a fun game of volleyball here in between the events, and one of the youngest residents here observing from the side, and Griffin encouraged her to come on over, volley the ball with her for a little bit, included her in that activity, and put a smile on that young lady's face that literally spread past ear to ear. And that's exactly what I love about our sport.
Absolutely. And what I tell you, it's pretty impressive to see the characters of these young athletes. You know, not only are they the top of their game, but taking the time for us mere mortals, if you will, you know, just to interact with us, help us with our skiing. In this case, get someone off the sidelines and enjoying their day. So love to see it. And we're going to take this simulation pass. We've got Lyman behind the wheel, a name synonymous with boat driving at the big ranks here.
And of course, at this level of competition, character does kind of come with the game. You need to have that tenacity to work hard, persevere, deal with the ups and the downs with grace. and learn from those mistakes, push yourself to the limit, find that limit, and then challenge that limit in all aspects of life.
Yeah, day in, day out, learning from the not so happy times also builds character, and it's how you react and respond to those events. And sure has been fun to watch this generation, grow into themselves and grow into their top elite level athletics prowess and status, and pick up the torch and run with it. So.
All right, taken to the water, we got Griffin Stange kicking off our junior men's division. 28 off the line for his opening pass. As expected, Griffin stroking that opening pass. Stay tuned to the webcast here. In a few moments, we might get some commentary from our junior women's champion. She's making her way back to the shoreline. Brooke enjoying the leisurely path back. So couldn't see from this end of the lake if we saw that patented outside hand 6-ball or two-hand 6-ball. Griffin notorious for fun on the water. 6-ball usually his playground. All right, we are underway. This is 35 off. Griffin Stange on the water. His second trip down the lake in this tournament set here at the U.S. Junior Open. A little something happened around 3-ball there, but getting that ski a little deep in the water. But yes, there is that patented playful Griffin 6-ball that we expect.
Gotta love the 6-ball antics from Mr. Stange. All right, well, he'll be coming back in at 35 off. Right here, as close as you can. I've got Brooke Baldwin. Kelvin, if you can hear us, please move to the dock cam.
All right, that's right, that was Griffin's 30 off. He'll be coming back at 35 off. But meanwhile, if you'll turn the camera attention over here to the shoreline, Kelvin, we've got our interview ready to go.
Brooke, congratulations. You are our 2021 Junior Women's Slalom. Congratulations, young lady. You are our Junior U.S. Open Slalom champion. Right now, we're going to go back to Griffin on the water. All right, Griff taking care of that 35 off loop. No problem. Definitely a competitor to watch today. Everyone in this field very capable of taking home the gold. I see Landon Gills getting ready on the dock there. Was your top seed coming into the event. So, like I said, it's anybody's game out there, especially in these conditions. Griff will be coming back violet, 38 off. Definitely the best conditions we've seen on the weekend. All right, one ball, big. Something's going on with that ski. It's chattering around 1 and 3, and there it is again. Not sure what's been going on, but it just was not staying in the water at 135. Blows the fin there at 3 ball.
Yeah, something was up. It was getting him way.
Griff has a PB of 4 at 39, so definitely capable. Left a little bit out there, left the door open for these other competitors. Watching the replay now, yeah, and it just, for some reason, he does a back around 3 ball. This isn't the trick event, Griff.
Yeah, the tick tops come after you run the pass, right?
That's what I've seen from him. All right, Landon Gills, 32 off. Looking for a bio here. Appreciate somebody asking if we could get those bios to us. Landon, a big, strong guy, built, purpose-built for old slalom skiing here. Something about those Colorado natives, they just love their slalom skiing out there. You'd think with the cold water, Todd, they'd be more into the jumping, but high altitude. Unfortunately, don't have a bio for Landon, but did get an opportunity to pull him in practice, and again, very thankful, very personable young man. Know that he studies at Florida Southern. Probably getting to the end of his collegiate career, but just absolutely enjoyed being in Southern Florida and being able to have access to the unbelievable coaching in that region. So Landon Gill's coming back in 35 off. Landon coming around. 3 ball, 35. Pulling long to 4. And staying calm and executing when needed. He is out the exit gates. Will be challenging our leader, Griffin Stange. He's chasing down 2.5 at 38 off. Yesterday he came around 3 ball and about stopped, and I thought surely he's done. And big, strong guy took care of the rest of the pass without an issue. Looking forward to seeing what he can put together for us here at the 11.25 line. All right, Landon coming back in. 38 off.
As we know, it's all about the start when we get to these line links. And Landon calm at 1 ball. Big turn at 2, little deep out of that turn, putting him down course, but he's staying with it. Strong lean over to 5, but that ski hesitating and just hanging on for all it's worth, taking a tremendous crash.
Wow. And out the front, deep at 4 ball, trying to dig deep and pull everything out. I am looking forward to this replay here. He is our leader right now, setting the bar for our competitors to come.
Somehow holding on to some level of composure all the way through the boat wakes, getting that 5 ball score, not the 4.5, but a tremendous explosion on the other side of the wakes. I see him making his way out of the water.
What an effort. I mean, to know that you're out of sorts and to stay with it, that's the tenacity of these athletes. They're putting it all out on the line. Just kind of does a tumble turn as I watch the replay here. Man, oh man. Fortunate to come away with a, hopefully he's okay, I should say. Don't know quite yet, but still setting the pace here for Mr. Blaze Grubbs, one of our youngest competitors in this junior men's division. He is a 3-event phenom. Unbelievable slalom skier, unbelievable family. We are fortunate enough to spend some time with Blaze as he's coming up the ranks with my young man. So absolutely love to watch him take to the water. Nicole and Steve, I'm sure, are watching closely. Definitely capable of challenging our leader here. Can run this 38 off pass without a problem. You saw him in the trick event. You saw him in the jump event yesterday. No, Blaze is an avid aviator. Loves to get up in the air and fly at a ripe young age of 17. So very smart young man, dedicated to the sport, obviously, putting in the effort and time it takes to get to the top of the ranks here. Already pushing the under 21 division at 17 years of age. Mr. Blaze Grubbs, 32 off.
Blaze diving into this pass with some intensity on that cut in for the gates. Trying to get his adrenaline ready for what's ahead on this set.
All right, Blaze Grubb, 35 off. Nice one ball. Waiting on two ball. Look at the ski just snap around at 4. That was a very well executed 35 off pass. You are sure to see him competing at Pico Ski School at the under 21 World Championships later in August. Definitely going to be vying for that top spot in the overall division. Continues to improve in all assets. I think he's gone 188 feet in the jump event. Upwards of 8,000 point tricker. Spending a lot of time at Pico Ski School, so obviously you know he's getting some of the best instruction in the world. Corey and Adam and the Mirandas there. Always a beautiful place to visit. All right, Blaze Grubbs needs all of 5 ball to take the lead. 38 off. A little bit of a wind pushing him into 1 ball. Comes off 1 without a problem. Big 3 ball. Wow. Oh, shoot. And going to pack it in at 4 ball. That is unfortunate for Blaze, but being very, very smart, he probably knew that 5 wasn't in the cards today. He's going to get ready for his trick final coming up later this afternoon. Blaze Grubbs 4 at 11 meters. Leaving Landon, your leader at the moment, but he's got Sean Kraus on the dock, eyeing down this course. equaling a PB yesterday, 2 of 39 off.
So once again, blessed here today with some of our best competitors in the nation, if not North America for sure. Also blessed with some of the best boats I think we've ever had this year's lineup across all manufacturers. You know, in the past years, I've had a favorite here or there. But skiing in some of the tournaments this year, I found all the boats to be at the top of their game this year.
Yeah, there's not a dime difference between all these manufacturers. They have absolutely poured into the R&D, and you're seeing the results of that with the scores coming out of all of these manufacturers. Love to see these promo drivers bringing their boats and getting them dialed in. And, again, all these boats, guys, are for sale. So if you are looking to upgrade your boat or give your athlete the best opportunity to perform at a stage like this, you're going to need to talk to one of those promo guys. They know all the ins and outs of their boats and the manufacturers and what is available on the market. So COVID's been a bit of a crazy year. I know the boat market has been hot, so struggling to get these boats. So we've got all three right here at the Junior U.S. Open. All right, Sean Krause coming in 28 off. He is your top seed. Posted a score yesterday, 2 at 39 off in some very challenging conditions. Let's see what he can do in the best of best conditions.
Stroking that opening pass. Lots more to come out of this skier. You know, you mentioned these boats being for sale, and if you are interested in one of these boats, or even considering buying one of these boats at some point in the year, definitely want to encourage you to take a moment and talk to these promo owners on site, because in addition to them being an awesome make and model, these specific boats have been dialed in to the highest level of performance. As you know, just getting the weight placement inside the boat ideal, making sure rudder is tuned properly, ZO configured perfectly for that boat. These boats are going to be the best you're ever going to find. Talk to our folks on site. I know Trent representing Mastercraft. We've got Ken Buckite representing Nautica. I'm not sure who brought our Malibu. If someone knows, pass that along to me. But definitely, if you're in the market, I would have a conversation today.
It's so true. So many years of knowledge goes into setting these boats up. They come out of the factory nearly perfect, but when you get the touches of the likes of Trent Finlinson, I mean, you're going to get a boat that is set up better than it was out of the factory. Right now, you've got your top seed, Sean Krause, on the water. 32 off. Making very light work of that 13-meter line. Sean does a lot of his training in Granbury, Texas. Not sure of the lake, but he is from north of us here in Canada. Was a freshman at ULL, so be taking his water ski prowess to the Ragin' Cajuns. Hopefully next year we will be getting more collegiate tournaments in the books. Bit of a strange year last year.
I know our collegiate performers were really frustrated in the reduction in competition, understandably so, but chomping at the bit to maximize their collegiate skiing experience this year and in the coming up school year for sure.
Yeah, and it's neat that they actually gave them an extra year of eligibility. I think that was a very smart, wise decision. As I look back on my water ski career or life, and it really, some of my fondest memories were made on that water ski team, and it's exciting to see these young athletes that are getting to get the opportunity finally to do that. 35 off, Sean Kraus. A little back at 3 ball there, but takes care of it.
Yeah, a little tail hop there out of 3, but, you know, completely adjusting and getting back into that pass, staying calm and composed. I say calm, you know, calm with intensity. Confident maybe is a better word.
Yeah, moving with intention for sure. We've got the strong Landon coming out of the water here. Stay close, buddy. We are on the money pass here, if you will. Hope to be interviewing you here shortly. I know it wasn't maybe what you were after, but that's the way it goes in this event, isn't it? Landon, why don't you come over here and help me call this? Your competitor on the water. I know he's a friend of yours, Sean Kraus. What'd you think of the conditions out there? I know it was a little bit tougher yesterday, but the scores aren't reflecting that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a testament to he's good skiers, you know. Can deal with any conditions, but it definitely feels good out there. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts this down.
Well, I know he'd like to put it down. Coming hot off of a PB, or tying his personal best yesterday, 2 at 39 off. Going to have to get a good start here. Needs all a 5 ball. Big 2 ball there. Looks like he's in this. Oh, back on. No, and we have our champion right here, Landon Gills of Colorado. Excellent performance by all the junior men. Landon, if you want to come on over here, I'd love to get a few more words from you. So we already got to hear a little bit. I know it wasn't exactly what you were after, but still incredible performance, and congratulations on your championship.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Big shout out to the people here at San Marcos. This place is sweet. I know how much work it takes to put on an event like this, so definitely a big thank you to all those people for sure.
Absolutely, yeah, and you are right. It takes a village to put on an event like this, but we just appreciate you putting it all out on the line out there, and congratulations and enjoy the win.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, we are going to move swiftly into the trick event. So we're going to get all of our cameras set up, get all our judges set up, and again, we will reconvene over at the trick and jump lake.
Yes, and actually we are going to move quickly into trick today. I know yesterday there was a bit of a pause in the action, so for our competitors, I believe we're using the same event order, so our international, is it going to be boys first or girls first?
It'll be international boys first,
all right.
International girls, and then international or junior women, and then junior men. So, yeah, just, again, quickly going to move in. So if you are tricking in the finals, get on over there. Again, I'm Cole Kalkbrenner. This is Todd Leach, Junior U.S. Open Slalom Championships. Congratulations to all the competitors. See you shortly.
We'll see you on the other webcast, folks. Move over to our trick finals webcast.